On this week's episode of the Rambler Sports Locker, women's soccer can't be stopped, and Omari Salisbury and his Ramble analysts show how it's never too early to discuss the Bears' playoff chances.
Also, women's volleyball breaks out for a winning streak of their own, and we get an inside look at the team's winning chemistry.
Welcome back to this week's episode of the Rambler Sports Locker. I'm Matt Mason.
And I'm Mary Plenke. On Friday, October 4th, the women's volleyball team played at Indiana State University against the Sycamores. The Ramblers swept the match 3-0. Freshman Addie Barnes led the team with 11 kills, 3 blocks, and 2 aces. The following day, the team played at Evansville, where the Ramblers recorded another 3-0 sweep. Freshman Taylor Venuto helped put the team on top with 12 kills and 3 blocks. The Ramblers returned home to Gentile Arena on Friday, October 11th to play Southern Illinois University. Redshirt senior Heather Calkin led the team with 15 kills and 7 blocks to power the Ramblers to a 3-1 win. On Saturday, October 12th, the Ramblers played the Missouri State Bears at Gentile Arena. Loyola won 3-0 to secure their 6th straight victory and a 6-0 conference start. The Red Hot Ramblers play at Illinois State on Friday, October 18th.
The women's volleyball team's on-court chemistry has not been an issue during this win streak. But what's the team chemistry like off the court?
We get a chance to find out when we sat down with redshirt senior Heather Calkin and senior Olivia Whittingham to play the teammate game.
Would you like our accents for this video or not our accents? I think it's May.
I'm not telling you.
May 20th, 1997. You're extremely wrong. If I'm not right with this, you're lying. What'd you say? Oh, what the heck? No. We rock out to this in the car like every day.
Okay, I do like that song, but this is a good song.
I've
Who's
never
ever
heard
watching
that.
this, look it up.
You've never listened to that song.
I do.
No, you don't. Not with me.
It's a good song. It's a good song. I think
Okay,
it's
well, this
yeah.
is actually her favorite song, so bonus point to me.
One.
Easy, come on.
1. Her name's Jackie, and she's getting married. I don't know when.
She's getting married March 21st, 2020. And I have to say a speech, and I'm terrified.
Oh, mine? Oh my gosh. This drives me insane. And I think she, oh, I have to write it. Oh my God.
One time she made me go in the laundry room because I was being so obnoxious.
Yeah. Go Ramblers.
Thank you to RSL's own Isabella Van Stedham, who put that package together. On Saturday, October 5th, the Loyola's women's soccer team took on the University of Northern Iowa on Chicago's north side. Loyola sophomore Abby Swanson broke a scoreless tie in the second half, and freshman Megan Nemick scored just 2 minutes later to put the Ramblers up 2-0. Freshman Amanda Cassidy added a late goal to cap off the 3-0 victory. The team was back in action against Missouri State on the 12th, where the Ramblers claimed a 2-0 victory. Junior Catherine Stevens and senior Savannah Cruz both scored in the win. The Ramblers then defeated Valparaiso 2-0 at home to extend their winning streak to 7 games. The win also secured a 4-0 start to conference play. The Ramblers look to continue their winning streak Sunday, October 20th at Illinois State.
On Wednesday, October 9th, the men's soccer team played at Northwestern. The Ramblers defeated the Wildcats 2-0. Senior Aiden Magali scored both goals in the match. On Saturday, October 12th, the Ramblers returned back to Loyola Soccer Park to play Valparaiso University. The Ramblers snagged another 2-0 win with Aiden Magali and sophomore Ethan Stoneman each scoring a goal. On Tuesday, October 15th, the men's soccer team played the University of Illinois Chicago Flames. The Ramblers bagged their 4th straight win with a final score of 3-1. The team continues MVC play Wednesday, October 23rd at Bradley.
After 2 days of golf at the Butler Fall Invitational, October 7th and October 8th. The women's golf team posted a 945 stroke total to finish in 6th place. Lipscomb University edged out Butler to take home the team trophy for the tournament, and Loyola closes out their fall play at the Charles Braun Intercollegiate on October 21st and 22nd.
On Monday, October 14th and Tuesday, October 15th, the men's golf team competed at the Flyer Invitational in Kettering, Ohio. The Ramblers finished in 5th place out of 11 teams. Loyola shot a total of 896 over the 54-hole course. Loyola will wrap up fall play October 21st and 22nd at the Pine Tree Intercollegiate in Kennesaw, Georgia.
With no playoff run for the Cubs, Chicago's hopes for postseason glory now rests on the Bears.
5 games into the Bears season, Omari and his Rambler analysts discuss if this year's squad will do enough to make the playoffs in this week's Ramble.
Hi, I'm Omari Salisbury, and welcome to this week's Ramble. I'm here with Ramble analysts Pablo Rosero and Eric Moran, and this week we'll be discussing whether or not the 3-2 Chicago Bears will make it to this season's playoffs. Pablo, take it away.
I don't think they'll make it to the playoffs this year. Mitchell Trubisky has looked like a shell of his former self, and this team has lost their second best defensive player and their second best offensive lineman. Now,
You don't need those two injuries when it comes to Akeem Hicks and Kyle Long are not as big a deal as I think that people are making them out to be. When it comes to Kyle Long, quite frankly, has underperformed this season. And obviously, it's going to hurt having that veteran presence, but he hasn't been playing very well on the field. When it comes to Akeem Hicks, the Bears against the Vikings had so many players injured on that defense, and they had players step up like Nick Williams, who recorded 2 sacks, like Nick Kwiatkowski, who had 8 tackles. So I think
But aren't you going to need more than just defense to win a football game?
I think that the Bears' defense will always keep them in the game. And
but if Mitchell Trubisky can't close the game, and certainly he struggled at the end of games at most points of the game this year, and there hasn't been a run game. So this team looks as one-dimensional as possible. I don't think Mitchell Trubisky can just come in and take over the rest of the season. Obviously, there's a possibility, but the way he's played so far, there's absolutely zero chance that this team can make it to the playoffs.
I don't think Mitchell Trubisky, he doesn't need to shine, he doesn't need to do anything too special. Right now, in the 3 games that he has played, he's thrown 3 touchdowns and 1 interception.
Okay, but those three touchdowns were against the Redskins. He had 2 at the 1-yard line.
But the thing with Mitch Trubisky is that he hasn't really turned the ball over too much.
We're talking a lot about Mitch Trubisky right now, even though he's coming off of injury. And we don't know how well he's going to perform this Sunday against the Saints. So that could be even rougher for him.
I'll tell you this, Chase Daniel looked better than him in his, 2-3 games that he played. And they lost one of them, but he still looked better. And there 6 teams make the playoffs. They aren't a top 6 team in the NFC. The 49ers, the Packers, the Saints, the Seahawks, the Lions, and the Panthers have looked better. And one of those teams will make it because an NFC East team will, which is a shame because that whole division looks terrible. I don't think the Bears can pass any of them.
Any final notes from you, Eric?
I'll say that the Bears defense will always keep them within the game. The Bears have not lost by more than a touchdown since the Matt Nagy era. So I think the defense will always keep them in the game. Matt Nagy's creative play calling, I like how he's been using some of his weapons recently.
They haven't been creative this year.
I liked how he's used Cordero Patterson. If they can get Tariq Cohen running in that offense, I think the offense can turn it around.
Just because the Patriots get the most out of Cordero Patterson doesn't mean Matt Nagy can.
All right. I'm sorry, Eric, but I got to say I think Pablo might have won this one. And back to you guys at the front desk.
Thanks, Amari. I mean, if the Bears took Rex Grossman and that defense to the Super Bowl in 2006, hopefully they can do it with Mitch and this defense they got now.
I totally agree. For our full episodes and the chance to get in on the conversation, follow and like our social media handles for an up-to-date look at all things Rambler Sports.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Matt Mason.
And I'm Mary Planky. Check back next week for another episode of the Rambler Sports Locker.
And as always, don't forget to turn off the lights.